Walk up there.
Good morning, everyone. It's Jim Pagiamtzis. I'm here at Montana's at the Entrepreneur Speed Networking event in Newmarket. I'm excited to be sharing. I want to give you a couple of quick announcements. I want you to join me November 27th here in Montana's. We're going to have our Health Expo. We have 20 amazing speakers. I wish you to come out here and check it out. See you then. Right now, I actually want to go into a presentation called Power Email Marketing. 3 keys for you to be successful in email marketing. My name is Jim Pagiamtzis, and I'm an authorizable expert with Constant Contact and a gold member and accreditation with them as well. So let's start this presentation. So this is my information here. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. These are some of the platforms we share in Constant Contact. Today I'll be talking about email marketing. So important things is there's a number of different social channels that are available to you. So I can either go to the left of this and to the right and name a number of other channels. What I'd like to impose on you is that you have to choose the right channel. Not all these would be great for your business. You need to choose the one that works for you. So these are the last thing that I usually use LinkedIn and Twitter. I use Pinterest and YouTube as additional resources to post videos and things like that. So say you had a very visual business, you can post pictures on Pinterest and then post it on your newsletter. Email's not going away. And the key thing is, what do you want to do? You want to elicit a response. I'm going to go into how to do that. There's 3 simple steps that you use. Define an audience, run a campaign that targets those people, and elicit a physical visual response. Those 3. That's how simple it is. You use that as your framework. That's what you focus on to generate business and engagement. Gail Goodman, the president and CEO of Constant Contact, wrote a book called Engagement Marketing. And it says that on the title, it's about engagement. You're not about just sending a newsletter out and then waiting. You want to send a newsletter out and see what happens. You're going to attach a coupon to it. You want people to respond by recommendations, give you referrals. This is the scope of following these 3 simple rules. So when you're really marketing, real marketing helps you remove emotion, assumption from the decision-making process. If that doesn't work, stop doing that, and if this works, do more of this. So when you're really marketing, rework it, reword it, move it to another spot, try it again, see if you realize that they care. I actually have done this in my newsletter campaigns for the past 20 months. There's many campaigns that work really well, others where I may have put too much video on there, and didn't engage in creative response. So again, there's a number of different things you want to do. Now, direct mail is not going away, but again, you want to be top of mind. And having a campaign, say you do it on a weekly or quarterly basis, that's the thing you want to do. You don't want people to be in people's inbox. So the first one I want to share with you is content description. Yep. What do you write about? So what I'd like to share with you is this, is that you can share articles, you can share events, you can share a number of videos that maybe events you attended. And this is what I do on a weekly basis. And what I find is you build traction on a weekly basis, and then you get some people coming out to your events. So say, for example, you're an event planner. You want to promote your services. Well, you can actually share recommendations of previous customers you've had, and say, and have them put out a press release and say, this is what I'm available and doing. And this is the power of having great content. What you should write about, what you know that they don't know, what you have access to that they don't. Now for myself, I have access to a lot of great online material, from PDF files to online books to resources. This is what I share. And what happens is when you start doing that, they start calling you, asking you questions. Oh, I see you doing I'm doing an event at the Microsoft store from October 21st to 26th for 6 days on different topics of social media. Well, I may have one person come on maybe on a Wednesday because they want to learn event spot. Maybe they may come on Saturday for social media. They'll start engaging me, and I'm starting to see that action happen with it already. So text and email. Now this is a very powerful slide. You've got discounts and coupons, you've got downloads, B2B services, vendor line support, thousands of different tips. Now I'm not saying to use all these areas, but I've used downloads. I've actually put links to download books on my newsletter, and it's been a huge success. I actually used an area last week where I had people download a copy of my book, Spotlight on Success. And for that, they can like my Facebook page and they can download the book. I had a number of 97 likes to 125 likes in 4 days. I gave value, and they liked my Facebook fan page. So again, you gotta play the business. So discounts are good. A lot of my clients are using this feature right here and generating some great business. Now, less is more. This is something of a challenge sometimes in businesses. They want to put too much on there. Realize if you put too much, you lose people. So I suggest is write it down. What you want to do on a weekly basis. I make notes. What am I sharing my newsletter? Is it events? Is it resources? Is it future events that I'm speaking at? Or special invites that I have? This month is Small Business Month in Toronto. So a lot of special events that I'm sharing on my newsletter. So let me know on repurposing. You can repurpose pictures from events that you did in the past. Media does it. There was a gentleman who actually signed a big contract for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and one of his teammates posted a picture from Dumb and Dumber where the guy gets on the Ferrari and all the money falls out because the guy signed up for a big contract. So he repurposed that picture for the movie and just tweeted it out. It happens. If they can do it, why not yourself? So I find that this is a very powerful thing that you can do. Next thing is create urgency and importance. 3 little words that rule your world. And an example that I share is I did a contest in July. Anthony Robbins was in town on July 24th. And I actually made a video and said, who wants to come to the Anthony Robbins event? I got 2 free tickets. So I started the contest Monday at 9 a.m. The contest was ending Tuesday at 3 p.m. So my friend Randy, who's a real estate agent, he actually did an amazing video. He sent it to me. It was very insightful and empowering. So he got 1 ticket. Then a friend of mine, her name is Marjorie Moulin, here from the Entrepreneur Speed Network Group, she had emailed me and says, I really want to go to Anthony Robbins. I go, well, you got the video. I can't do the video. I was like, wow. Take that apostrophe and T out of the equation, you can do it. You know, it's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Half hour later, she shot a video, she uploaded on YouTube, and shipped me to the event. And Shane Brown has with her as well. And the power of that is this, is that she got out of her comfort zone. But again, I asked her to challenge her, and she actually used that. She was uncomfortable in doing it, but she did it. She ended up coming out of a great event. So again, it's recognition. So a lot of these links are, you see the Facebook logo, the Twitter logo. Every day you see in newscasts, people put their name, and then you see their Twitter handle on the bottom. So it's something about a common thing. I thought we would put your Twitter handle if you want on your business card or on your website. That's totally a common thing. The rest are Google Plus and YouTube and LinkedIn. There's a time and a place to put those and how you use those social channels. So again, you gotta beware of spam. There's a law called the CASLE, C-A-S-L-E, coming out. Going to be passing law here in the next year or so. For more information on that, you can I'll put a link at the end of this presentation for you to do your research on that. At the end of the day, when you're meeting people, you gotta ask permission to put their information on a newsletter in simple terms. But again, if you want to find more information about it, I can add the information at the end of this presentation. So one of the things that really excites people is a headline. So how many of you get emails every day? Okay, I get emails too. What do? I scan, I delete the ones I don't want, and the ones I do want, I read. Some like Gmail recently, they reorganized the way they do their emails, and you get the 3 little boxes, promotions and primary emails. It makes it easier, so you need to handle the emails you need to handle before you move forward. So again, there's 2 words here, 2 seconds, 2 words today. And one of the most important things that I realize is that you have to keep something short and sweet. So your headline should be short and sweet. Test it out. See what happens. So mine's 21 connections, events, articles, and videos. They say that the study's been shown, keep the title between 5 and 8 words, okay, or less. So here are some examples of headlines. So it says here, don't do this. Don't just say Mark's newsletter. Don't say October newsletter. Does that sound inviting? Not really. But tomorrow, need 3 hammers. Can you help? The pet store, Joe's Pet Store newsletter. Does that sound really clear that you really want to open it? You can say 3 tips, help your dog beat the heat. Okay? So be engaging. Another thing is, with social media, is you post. It says you have 3 times a week, use automated tools. There's tools called TweetDeck, Hootsuite, that help you automate your messages. A lot of clients of mine use this, and it makes it easier on a weekly basis to manage your tweets. So if you want to send 6 tweets out, you can actually schedule them using some of the software. It's very, very simple to use. An email, monthly is common. Whatever you like to take action when you want. So I started sending my newsletters out originally Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was having great success. And then I actually did this. I actually started doing an experiment. There's a survey that was done by Constant Contact, and what they realized the best days to send was Mondays and Fridays. When I read the survey, I was a little surprised. Mondays that people are, and Fridays are not probably the ideal days I felt to send newsletter out. So I actually sent, as a test, on a Monday, and I couldn't believe the amount of not just open rates I have, but actually click-throughs. I actually sent a press release on a Friday, 11 o'clock. By the time I came back running an errand, I had already people calling me, emailing me. So I never doubted surveys ever again. So I suggest is you can break your groups into 3 types of groups. And you do this with Constant Contact, you pay for the service, and do this, and you'll get a better idea what the best day is. It may be the fact that you can send it out on Friday afternoon, or it might be on Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock would be the ideal time that people will open it. But again, the opportunity to create 2 different groups, 3 different times, send it different days. You get an understanding what's happening. So my open rates on Monday are very, very high because I have events that happen during the week. So I promote this event, I promote this event, I promote an event speaking this afternoon, and move forward from there. So again, really analyze what's happening. So the best day, best time, again, you have to work with it, depending on what it is. Here's a big thing. Don't be robots by high open rates. Measure actions. I mean, I was excited. I had open rates. I was so excited. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it means nothing. What matters is the click-through. It matters if people click on a link. Did they click on your coupon? Did they click the reply button and ask you a question? Did they click on the downloadable newsletter? Did they click on that future event you're promoting? Did they click on getting a quote on your services? That's what you measure. If they're not, you gotta sit down with a pen and paper and figure out what am I doing right and what's working. It's all about engagement. Again, engagement marketing is your understanding what's working, what's not. The third thing is driving response and action. So you want to monitor your physical and measurable response on every campaign. So you know what you want them to do, fewer turns to do more action. So this is something that I am actually working on my newsletter. Mine's an informational newsletter. It's using a T formation. So on the left-hand side, I put all the events that I'm doing. And on the main page, I have events of the week. So it's important to say, okay, this was happening on Monday. On Monday, I was, I was at the Canada Job Expo. This afternoon, today I'm here. I'm going to the Mississauga for Trials College in the afternoon. I shared that. Then I put a couple articles, and then I shared on Monday evening there was a webinar my friend Brandon Peter was doing. Was interviewing actually Cheryl Monet from the Entrepreneurs Networking Group on Monday. I shared that. So I'm finding that there's a lot of great information on there, but I may be testing on deleting some of those boxes moving forward, put a little less information and seeing what happens with that. But right now, for the click-throughs that I'm getting, people are going through a whole email and clicking on the links. So that's a good thing. So here's a powerful example where this picture here I've sold those 6. So last year in July, I actually put 4 videos on my newsletter. The next day, my mentor, Tom Coughlin, says, "What's the 4 videos, Jim?" I said, "What? Tommy Jones, Tom Cruise, you know?" They don't care about that. It was very overwhelming. I had high unsubscribe rates that week. It was a little saddening, but I learned a lesson. 1 video. That's it. And that's all I do now. One video, and I get a high, not just open rates, but production coming to my house. So you want to make it easy. You want to have buttons. You want to have something that they're clicking on. So this is where, again, downloadable links are important. Engage with them. What are they doing with it? So for example, if I have, say, an event I'm doing tomorrow, people click on the event on Monday, I can actually see who clicked on it and send them a personalized email to remind them, thank you for your interest in the event. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Here's where we're having it. So if they opened it, they clicked on it, I sent them an email reminder. And I've been doing this over and over again, and one of my friends has been very, very surprised that the fact that they clicked on it, they came, I go, what's engagement? They were interested. Because they were just clicking on it. Well, they came out, and I've had that happen over and over again. So here, never send the whole article. So one of the things is I post weekly articles. I write weekly blogs. So I post the title of the article, and I have to click here to read more. So I post articles on interviews that I've done, events that I've gone to. So recently I did a Happy Power event. I clicked all the 4 videos. Who spoke, and they're fine. Again, I click through it. People are interested, and that's the part of having engaging content. PDF files, as I said, put a PDF file of a book. Yesterday there was a gentleman sharing. He said, "Oh, my book's actually online." So I'm actually going to put the link to his book online in my next newsletter. Again, we want more referrals. Everybody agree? You want more referrals for your business? Well, this is something that you use. So on your newsletter, you can put a code where people can forward the email to a friend. You can enable a feature at the top of the email where they can forward it by Twitter and LinkedIn. I do this all the time. A friend of mine is running a sales seminar tomorrow night, and I'm actually going to promote the event. So she sent me the invite, and I actually went and I clicked on LinkedIn, Facebook, and I sent it to her. Now she's going to see that on her back end, which is great. So again, I'm enabling that share with my network. So I don't have to post on my blog, I just share it with my networks. Again, you have a code, an HTML code, which is something to mailing list. You can put that on multiple websites. I put it on my blog. Again, going forward, a few months ago, I had a lady who I met in the real estate industry. She liked my talk. She forwarded my newsletter to the board members of her group, and actually went and spoke for them because of the newsletter that she forwarded. So again, I don't get a lot of forwards, but again, when I do get them, results happen. So now what? Just be yourself. This is one thing that I share, is that we're all in business and we're going in business, but sometimes it's important to be honest, in a sense that, hey, you're on the go, you're on a journey. So if everybody's interested, and I've done other videos online, I've done LinkedIn talks. So if you want, you can type my name on YouTube, Pagiamtzis, sharing LinkedIn. There's a number of videos that we have sharing 3 tips on LinkedIn over the past number of years. Again, the power of YouTube is there, and I upload presentations all the time and share them with my network because I believe education is important. And this is the power of using those channels for the right reasons. Anybody in here on Pinterest? Anybody on Pinterest? There's about 98% of women on Pinterest, 2% men. So I have like 100 boys on Pinterest. I use it to promote events. I promote, say, hockey players, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Raptors, the Bruins. I have boards on the specific teams. And again, just a press of a button, and again, I can take that board, put that link on my newsletter, and share it with my network. So at the end of the day, we are a social media platform where we offer email marketing and other platforms. And if you like, we have a 60-day free trial that you can use. I'll put the link here at the end of this video here where you can log in and use it. We do offer paid services. All the prices are listed on the website. Depending on the number of people in your database, that affects the price range. But again, our prices are very competitive. So again, my name is Jim Pagiamtzis. I'm an authorized legal expert with Constant Contact. Have a great day.
Thank you. 12 seconds.
Stop.
7 seconds.
I'd like to thank the the Entrepreneur Speed Networking Group, for allowing me to share today. I'd like to remind you we're having on November 27th, we're having a Health Expo. 20 amazing keynote speakers will be here at Montana's. Check out Entrepreneur Speed Networking Group on meetup.com. Thank you.
4 quarters of networking.
And there's also a 4 quarters event with the Toronto Argonauts happening on October 24th. They play the Montreal Alouettes. The information we're going to
Winnipeg.
be on meetup.com. Again, go to Entrepreneur Speed Networking Group and check out 4 quarters networking. Have an awesome day.
20 minutes, 40 seconds.